Starting off, just a little disclaimer. This video is more from the comp scene side of things and less from the whole sim style slash offline. So just keep that in mind as you watch. Now that all of that is out the way, I think it's safe to say that all the people that were calling college football 25 a Madden reskin, they had a legitimate argument up until we got the gameplay deep dive last week. Now that we've seen the new features, that argument is just straight up stupid. And the fact that so many people online are still saying it, I just have nothing to say to it. We've already gotten revealed so many features that we've never even thought about asking for in a Madden title. I've already touched on both the new pass protection schemes as well as the switch stick. So this video is going to talk about a little bit more about the custom stems as well as the route tree that we have available to us. I wholeheartedly believe that College Football 25 and Madden 25 will have two completely different metas, and then within College Football 25, I don't think we will have a true meta. I think CFB 25 has the potential to be the first football video game with a truly diverse offensive meta. Unlike Madden, we can access 14 different hot routes on each wide receiver. In addition to the basic in, out, curl, fade, drag, and slant, we will also have access to the post, corner, deep cross, deep dig, triple option, and bang 8 routes. If you don't know what the triple option is, I've heard online that it's basically a traditional option route where the wide receiver has the option to run a curl, in, or out based on the defensive coverage. This is pretty much super similar to the halfback option route that we have currently in Madden. And then if you don't know what a bang 8 is, this is basically just a more shallow post. A common coaching point is for the receiver to break inside on his 7th step, whereas the big post that we're used to seeing when you hear the word post is normally closer to that 12 to 14 yard range. When it comes to football terminology in general, anything that's an even number means the route is breaking inside, where anything is an odd number means the route is breaking to the outside. But beyond all that, this basically just means that on College Football 25, every quarterback has a baked-in out route master compared to what we have on Madden. So then in addition to all of these different hot routes, EA also announced the custom stem feature. This is basically just a much better version of the age-old smart route that we currently have in the game. Instead of changing a route to be able to break at the sticks like we currently can, this essentially allows us to have the route break in any 1 to 5 yard increment. So that bang 8, let's say normally we have it breaking at 7, we can now up that to 8 or decrease it to 6 and do anything in between, because we can also up it by 5, maybe make it 12 or even 17 yards. And this is all happening independent of where the first down marker is. This can be huge when it comes to picking up those long yardage situations or maybe dialing up more coverage bombs that were never possible before. I think we're going to have a lot more combinations when it comes to trying to get those big chunk plays. But back to how these two features in unison will affect the meta. When it comes to Madden, the meta always slowly shifts as players get access to more and more route abilities. At the beginning of the year, the playbooks that have the best stock routes are what is meta. And then as we get later in the year, we start seeing the slot apprentices, the tight end apprentices, and then ultimately super late in the year, every quarterback has hot route master. We see more and more playbooks and formations being used. A lot of times on the comp scene, this still ends up being a lot of bunch strong and stuff like that. But we do see people branch out a lot more than when the game first normally drops in September or October. My point is, by saying all of this, we're going to have access to 10 different generic playbooks, and that's on top of the 134 different unique team playbooks that we're going to get. Combo this with every quarterback having every single route, man, this is huge. I don't know what else to call it. I think it'd be an understatement to say I'd be surprised if bunch was the overwhelmingly most popular formation. Now, compression sets are a part of football, but we know the spread type formations are much more common in the college game. This has a lot to do with the wider hash marks. But by no means am I saying bunch won't be good. I can almost say with certainty it will be, but my hope is that just so many things will be just as good, if not better. I've thrown up the Oklahoma clip that we saw in the gameplay reveal up. Look at this splits. Gun double stack is a formation in Madden, but I love the subtle nuance of actually spreading the receivers out that much more to truly replicate the college game. And then I feel like the splits like this is only the tip of the iceberg. There's going to be, like I said, 134 or really 144 different playbooks. So there's going to be a lot of different ways where we can kind of play with the alignment. And then also the wider hashes, seeing how that affects how different zones and stuff react. I think that's being neglected a lot right now as well. We know how much being on the wide side of the field versus the boundary side of the field affects how the zones react within Madden. This is going to be an even bigger difference because of those wider hash marks. The screenshot I showed earlier says we're getting over 1,500 new plays. And I just find it super hard to believe that the meta between both College Football 25 and Madden 25 will be the same. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. What I can say is to start the year, I'm going to be in a Bobby Petrino type offense. In recent years on Madden, I've kind of been in that air it out every play type of vibe. So a lot of U-trips, a lot of bunch and stuff like that. But Bobby Petrino, he's kind of known for that more balanced attack. I know he's at Arkansas now, but when I think of Bobby Petrino, obviously he was back at Arkansas back in the day too. But when I think of Bobby Petrino, I'm thinking of Lamar Jackson. This is almost going to be a tribute to start the year for all those NCAA games that we missed out on back when Lamar was winning the Heisman. So the combination of the 1,500 new plays, the RPOs, all of that stuff, I'm excited to see what the offense looks like in College Football 25. Above all else, I'm hoping that everything just works as intended. I want to be pulling my hair out trying to stop that triple option scheme. I want to actually have to find an answer because my opponent was able to counter my counter to his defense. I hope College Football 25 gives us those options, really improves on that chess match that football truly is. The cat and mouse game is going to be super fun. Just the combo of the custom stems, all of these different hot routes, of course, the switch stick. If you can't tell, I'm super excited for this game. But overall, if you watched this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment. What playbook do you think you're going to lean towards when the game comes out? And then lastly, of course, like and subscribe. And once again, thank you for watching.